I've heard some of you think you can do better than me. Really?
I mean, yes, but also no. Like, some people think they could do better than you, and honestly, I'd back a few of them in. But most are probably just like myself, where we just think you're shit. And the gap between you and us normies isn't as big as you think. I mean, it's not like you're Brian Scalabrine. If you don't know who Brian Scalabrine is, he's known for having the worst skill rating in the NBA 2K video game franchise in like the history of all the games. And so a bunch of normies challenged him to one-on-ones, except they weren't normies. They're actually pretty decent basketball players, and he demolished the lot of them. I mean, the only accurate comparison there is that Raygun definitely had the lowest skill rating when it came to the Olympics. And don't be fooled by the whole, Raygun's ranked number 1. No. If you go to the WDSF or whatever, she's actually ranked 17th. Anyway, I didn't want to make another video on Raygun, but fuck me, she has been hard to ignore. Like, did you know that Raygun actually has a statue down in Melbourne? It turns out it's made of garbage, so I kind of let that one go. But she's been at the Logies.
Time now for a world exclusive, a message from the woman who represented her country at the Olympic Games and has become a global sensation, Raygun.
Hello Australia, Raygun here. Just want to say congrats to all the Logie nominees and best of luck tonight. Please feel free to pull out any of my signature moves in celebration. Have fun and look after each other.
And then she was on the cover of Stella magazine, and I was going to let all of that go. Until here I was having a scroll on Instagram, and what do I come across? A finder.com.au ad of Raygun.
Let's find out, shall we?
Let's talk credit and the debt that comes with it. Cards are maxed through the roof, I don't get it.
Essentially issuing a challenge for everyone to come serve her.
Oh yeah!
Let's see you!
What you got, huh? You got nothing!
Let's see you!
Damn! You just got served! Alright! Yeah!
Which just gave me the shits, because I've never seen anyone fail their way to the top before. I mean, she would have to be my second most hated Olympic athlete, right behind that French pole vaulter with the massive dick that knocked the bar off. It's like, oh, you got 12 feet in the air and it still wasn't enough height to get your massive fucking cock over. Oh, boo-hoo for you and your cumbersome penis. Like I said though, I didn't want to make another Raygun video, but I ended up making this one for 2 reasons. First being that after going back and reading that Stellar article, it became apparent that in my last video, I actually hit the nail on the fucking head. This is the problem with Rachel though, she's a professional victim. I mean, she was completely blindsided by all the criticism for her performance because she genuinely thinks she's good at this. And anyone who says contrary, well, she goes and publishes a thesis on it like this. Deterritorializing gender in Sydney's breakdancing scene, a B-girl's experience of B-boying. Which is basically just her saying, I'm a woman competing with a lot of men. Wah. Well done me. Because according to Rachel, the only reason anyone hates her is because of her age and her gender. Our culture is very obsessed with age, she told the publication. I had a few people tell me on Facebook and Instagram what I should be doing and that I should be picking the kids up from school. Now look, I agree with Rachel. I couldn't give a shit about her age, especially since like, I think one of the other breakers was actually older than her, but she could just actually fucking do the thing they were there to do. But we all knew that the gender card was going to be played eventually. I mean, it's Rachel's draw 4. She can't wait to play it because in her mind, it's just an instant win the moment she does. I saw a great meme that was like, the world is hard on silly women with a photo of me. But I think if I was a man, I would have quickly been given the larrikin title and people would have rallied behind me a lot more. Right, a couple of things. If you were a man, you wouldn't have been there because that young kid we sent, he was a shit ton better than you. But also, I think it would have been worse for you if you're a man because you wouldn't be able to hide behind the, oh, you're just saying that because I'm a woman defense. Most importantly in that statement was this quote, the world is hard on silly women. Well, maybe the Olympic stage wasn't the place to be silly. I mean, did you ever think of that? Be silly when you're not competing. Like how Nate Miles used to get a bit silly and he'd shit in a hotel hallway. He wouldn't just walk out in the middle of Accor Stadium and lay a big cable on the halfway line.
I went out there and I had fun. I did take it very seriously. I worked my butt off.
Well, which was it, Rachel? Did you work your butt off? Or were you just being silly? It's the whole victim mentality that just absolutely does my dick in. Like, you'd be a lot more likable if you just dropped it and learned how to laugh at yourself. Because as silly as you are, more than that, you're an unlikable bitch. And quite frankly, your stellar photo shoot kind of made you look like a stuck-up bitch. Which brings me to the second reason I made this video. Like I said earlier, I've never seen someone fail up so successfully. And I don't even completely blame Raygun for that. I mean, sure, take advantage of the opportunities you're getting presented. But I blame companies and people like Richard Branson and now Finder.com.au who are just throwing shitloads of cash at her and treating her like she fucking accomplished something. Since when did we become a country that just celebrates failure? Like, we have athletes that won gold medals. Some of them are women, believe it or not, and they get no attention whatsoever. Being silly out there, she was doing her best, because if she was being silly or trolling, she'd have the self-awareness to know to just kind of roll with it, instead of so adamantly defending what she did. And I just don't think that should be rewarded, quite frankly. I mean, it's like throwing a party for the kid who came last just so they don't feel bad. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think she's going to be around for a while as like a B-list celebrity on like Australian reality TV shows or whatnot. So I'm probably just going to have to get used to it. But anyway, talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, ta-ta and farewell.
Ta-ta and farewell.